Hello again. It is Ben here from Rufus Guitar Shop. I got something amazing that I'm very excited to play with and talk to you guys about. This is the Aurelius. This is the EarthQuaker Devices chorus pedal that they just released. It's a tri-chorus pedal, so it's got like 3 different settings on it that are really cool. It's got a vibrato, it's got a regular chorus, and it's got a rotary vibe there. It's also got 6 presets, and then you can do a save preset on here, and that also kind of changes the sound of your additional presets, which is cool. So you just have even more options to this awesome crazy pedal. And yeah, right now we're playing it through with this awesome PRS SE hollow body with the piezo as well, which is cool. We'll definitely hear how that piezo sounds in this chorus because that's gonna sound awesome. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's start it at preset 1, and then we'll just go from there and hear them all and kind of go through them and chat a little bit. So let's get going on that. Awesome. So another thing that I have figured out from just jamming a little bit with this pedal is that you can do some really cool kind of interactive stuff. The kind of switching between the presets kind of changes almost like the pitch a little bit, and it gets really cool. So if you have it at like this level, like you can kind of grab it, that's great. You could probably also kind of do it with your foot if you practice enough, but just for recording or jamming, it's really fun. I'll kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about here, but you can get some really cool textures that just naturally happen from switching the presets. So let's try that out. Yeah, so you can do tons of fun stuff with that. And it's just really a good texture if you're doing like a jam or want to add some stuff to it, or even recording. You can just actually just do that or get someone to switch that for you. But it sounds so crazy, and I like that stuff about EarthQuaker effects. How they're really interactive. You can make them do different things by just messing around with them. The creative possibilities are just endless, and you don't get that from a lot of choruses. So it's really cool to have that option. Let's check it out with some different presets here, and we've been rocking just in the chorus mode, so why don't we just try that in the vibrato just to hear how that sounds too, and give that one a go. See, it's cool because it gets a little weird, but it doesn't get like seasick territory. It's like weird and warbly, but it's usable. Like you can really utilize that instead of it just being like all over the place and And yeah, that stuff can make you feel a little nauseous, so not sound that good. But this is actually like kind of all the way, even like the wackier stuff. It's like really, really, really articulate, and the kind of filter that it kind of has when you use the vibrato is crazy. Like it kind of, especially if you're doing kind of like some embellishments and stuff, you can kind of, some notes get kind of sort of filtered, which is kind of cool. Like. So there's a lot of fun stuff with that, and we'll mess around with a little bit. Yeah, so that sounds really fun and crazy. I'm really enjoying that. Let's see what the other preset has for it. Yeah, it's like, even I have the balance and the width like all the way up at the rate, like almost in the middle, and it's like a little bit wacky, but it isn't like unusable. So I really like that. And EarthQuaker always does like some fun twist on a pretty standard effect. But from my understanding, this one's based off of like a 70s CE-1 Boss Chorus Ensemble. I use a Boss Chorus Ensemble on my pedal board, and I love it. I think it's like one of the best chorus pedals I've seen at a Boss. Just because I like the amount of options it has and how like big it sounds. Hence the name Chorus Ensemble. But this thing is kind of sort of based after that. So having like the Rotary be that like full is really cool, because that's not an option on the Chorus Ensemble. So this just has like a lot more options, but it has a little bit of like an EarthQuaker twist. Like all EarthQuaker pedals, this one has an expression out for the most part. I think most of their pedals do, but a lot definitely for their modulation stuff, they all have an expression. So you could do some really crazy stuff, like a lot of the stuff I'm doing with that kind of preset switching. I'm sure you could probably get that with the expression as well, and it's less tedious to go down and move it. So that's definitely a cool thing. But yeah, as far as pickups here, I could switch to the piezo and we could check that one out. Hear how that one sounds just with the chorus, and then we're kind of wrapping it up sort of in the playing area. So why don't we do that just to have a fun little twist to this demo, and we'll hear how that sounds. Cool, so now we're gonna check it out with a piezo pickup and this awesome PRS. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's hear how that sounds, so you can get some cool tones out of it. So that was the piezo pickup on this beautiful PRS, and yeah, it sounded lovely. It sounded great. It really matched well with the chorus. Actually got kind of like quacky, which I really liked. This guitar just has like a lot of options tonally, which is really great, especially for like hollow body. Like has a lot of options, and we have this in store and on our website, rufusguitarshop.com, also on our Reverb page. But in store right now, we have a promo We have a sale, so this one's on sale along with all the other PRSs, and yeah, it's really good. There's really good price drops on them, and it's a great time to grab a PRS if you're in the market. But as pedals go, this is probably one of the coolest chorus pedals I've tried in a very long time. My pedal board is slowly just becoming more EarthQuaker heavy, and I suggest that eventually you could do the same as well. I really like EarthQuaker. I think if it's your first like boutique pedal, it's a great option. I also think if you're like a big pedal collector and you want like weirder versions of your other pedals, EarthQuaker is like the one for you. They really do something like great with originality. Like every single one of their pedals sounds like EarthQuaker, which is awesome. So this pretty much wraps up the video, and don't forget to click like and subscribe. Don't forget to come to our PRS clinic on Wednesday, April 19th with Carl Langvin. That is at our Commercial Drive location. It's free admission. It's at 7 p.m. Get to hang out and talk about guitars, specifically PRS guitars. And yeah, just hang out, talk about rock and roll, man. So yeah, that's the end of the video, and thanks so much. Check out some of the other ones, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. Peace.